Alas. So if you're in the original class, let me take a pause. So if you're in the original group with the Tara and Kelly and stuff, man, welcome back. After the crazy amount of psychic attack and possession I've had to fight off for the last 2 to 3 months, my vagina is now healed. My face doesn't look like I'm like a plastic dough doll. There's still some stuff that I need to clear out. And we're getting up the proper Gryffindor Nexa set up without crazy traps and weird demonic karmic shit. Amazing. Star is still somewhat possessing my body. I have no idea why she continues to perpetuate karma since she's a master. That's how you shoot yourself in the head. Your student comes to you and goes, "You're psychically attacking me," and they don't go, "Oh, fuck, how do I fix it? What are the 500 things I need to do to fix it today?" No, instead, it's like denial. Sweep the shit under the carpet and then blame the student that they're just a fucking demon or a murderer or just a Slytherin, so they're allowed to knife rape you. It's pretty insane. It's very simple. When your student comes to you and goes, "You're attacking me or possessing me or forcing you to channel me or forcing yourself on me," right? It's very easy to go, "How do I fix it?" First response. Period. I have received 0 of that from Star in 3 months. 0. I have sent a number of emails, been posting it on Facebook consistently, and there is nothing. Not one message, not one email, nothing. Just pure shit that she wants to throw at me. Talk about a fucking demonic witch. That shit is muggle charmed forever. No excuses. Especially when you're talking about oh, she's knife raping the children in the astral planes. And it's not like, oh crap, how do I fix it? That is never allowed on this planet. 0. That's Slytherin. So we have an entire blacklist of people that will not be ascending into the magical community on the planet, a global, and it will be all of those people. It will be Star and Goodney and Dave Lanyon and the Asian guy. It will be the Dalai Lama who makes little children suck his dick and rapes them in the astral planes. It will be a number of people. And it is bizarro. Amma doesn't do that. You know what Amma does? Exorcisms in the astral planes. Like a master. And you know what? If I wrote the Dalai Lama to fix his pedophilia, you know what he would do? Fuck off. Not like, how do I write 500 Yoda Balls books to make sure I'm never making any kid suck my dick? Ever. Because when you're psychic and you can feel everything and you're a child, man, is that oppressive. Especially when the adults are like, well, I'm just going to call you crazy. So let's cover this. Your astral body is your magical body. Your astral energy is your spells. So if Star is knife raping me in the astral planes, it's her crucio onto me, which is an unforgivable curse that deserves Azkaban for life. for life, period. Zero. So your Yesod body is your curses and your spells. It's black and white, especially when you hit Gebera. So if I'm complaining for 3 months and I receive 0 feedback, it's because she desires it. I didn't know. I'm a master, but I didn't know what Yesod was. All right, dragon cleaning. So Kelly, we're cleaning out any of the ick for Kelly. So she'll hit the bottom of hell, and she might still have some like scared energy, but she's pretty good. And then she'll roll out the fucking anti-traps for Ravenclaw grids on the planet, like boom, boom, boom. So like. And here's the other component. I could tell Kelly what to do, and she won't go, fuck off. Like a psychopath. I could ask Kelly to go, please do your A&R protocols today. And she'll go, on it. Instead of, fuck you. That's the attitude adjustment that, like, it doesn't fly in the new magical world at all. So we're gonna do, you all need 5 dragons for Gryffindor. 5 dragons endorsed you to even get into Hufflepuff. 5. Now you need 5 dragons training you. Now it could be somebody else's dragon, but it needs to be like, they're also your guides in Gryffindor. At least 5. You will need 30 for the Seraphim. Okay? So Gryffindor is like the lower end of the Seraphim. 5 dragons. They will have names, genders, personalities, and everything else that comes with it. You will be responsible for cleaning them, keeping them, loving them, making sure that their A&R protocols are legit and on. So the best way to do this is, and here's the other point, you will never get into Gryffindor ever until you've submitted those dragons to me and yourself and get the anti-knife rape marks. So you can pretend that you're a Gryffindor. You might even pass the Gryffindor Nexa, but you ain't a fucking Gryffindor until you've got the non-knife raper marks. For good. You know why? The minute you get power and then somebody pisses you off and you go, knife rape. Just 1 second of a want. Just 1 second. 0. 0 tolerance. That's all it takes. Because in Gryffindor, you get power. Hufflepuff's got, like, bullshit. It's bullshit. Hufflepuff's nothing. Gryffindor is like 3,500 times the power. And you get nothing until you've got the non-knife raper marks. You're not allowed in until you're cut. Sorry. That's the rule. That's the rule also for Ravenclaw. So you can pretend, you can do all the training, etc., etc., etc. But at the end of the day, you've got to have your stuff cleared and recorded, including your dragons. So this is just our preface of the dragon cleaning video. Because the dragons are, I've got the worst, right? I've got the worst ones. I've got Hades, I've got Charlie, I've got Lucifer, I've got like Almond Joy. Almond Joy is like kind of a dick. So I've got some of the worst dragons and I'm going to be cleaning them out. Black Pepper is kind of a narcissist. Black Amethyst, So I have some of these dragons that are like, they're beautiful, they're loving, but they're dark. And they might have some of the more ick crap hidden away. Some of your guys' dragons might be like really smart, fast, and light. And you need less cleaning, but you're still going to have to do everything. You guys all have, some of you guys have purchased all the books or a lot of the books, and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. This is really exciting. We're all getting the night school downloads to buy journals. It's kind of fun. You guys have all done it. It's amazing. So, this is my crap journal, by the way, because here are like my Yoda Balls books, like this, Yoda Balls. Yeah, that's nice stuff. That's what a Gryffindor looks like, by the way, like Yoda Balls. Not much else. Yoda Balls, a Muggle book. For the unfortunate people like Goodney Goodnison that we have to make into Muggles, and then like I have a humility book, the Know Me book. This is pink, by the way. This is not red. And then I have, this should be the Ascension Protocol video. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna make this Ascension Protocol. And here's my initial brick books. This is my homework for like the next 2 months. And then another stack of the brick books. That's what's required for Gryffindor. You need to do at least your full body weight of brick books for Gryffindor. Because you need to do the full processing and full cleaning, 100%. And it should always say something like Gryffindor Seraphim on it. So I'm also doing a brick book that's attached to each of my dragons. So like one of them says, I'm not going to tell you what my mine says, but I'll always do a swoop. Love this dragon forever. Now these brick books are to like, if you die, they're to bring you back to life in your next incarnation. So we call them Phoenix books also. And they're not Phoenix books for Slytherins. They're blessed by Hokmah. So the Phoenix path is at the top of the tree. So if you ain't blessed by Hokmah, your Phoenix books are crap. So this prevents Slytherins from being able to do anything. So it's really like Gryffindors and higher. And some of the Hufflepuffs too, that are like important. Some Hufflepuffs are very important. So Hokmah. So if you're a Slytherin and you're like, yeah, I'm going to write a bunch of Phoenix books. That's not a Phoenix book. A Phoenix book is like, I do work for God so deeply, so purely. I die for God over and over, that God brings me back to life. I starve to death on a beach for whales. I go into the hell realms and clean out the Clippeth to protect the little kids from getting knife raped by people like Star. Like, I do things. So when I reincarnate, I come back to myself instead of have to regurgitate the Muggle crap. So it's a blessing. It's like how the Sword of Gryffindor will appear only for Harry. A real Harry. Not a fucking fake Harry. Not somebody like Jordan Bane. Like a real Harry. The Know Me books. You guys all have an assignment. Besides your brick books. That's enough forever. The Nomi books. I haven't really filled mine out yet, but I've filled them out. Like, I have all the Nomi stuff written down. I just haven't done the drawings of the gnomes and named them, and written the storyline. So your Nomi books the first one is Nomi allowing the kids to be knife raped. Even in the astral planes, they can feel it. It hurts. It's like, it's attack. So Nomi allowing the kids to be knife raped. And then I'm going to create a super, like a Wonder Woman Nomi. With her cape flying or something. I don't know. But that will be the gnome that I do for this. And then I'll give her a name. I'll probably give her the name Cully Wren. And then on the next page, I'm going to write a whole storyline and an assignment to do. There are Nomi books in the Intergalactic Akasha that are like 3 to 5 pages for each Nomi or gnome, so that you give them an entire storyline. And this is just my cheap and easy one, but I have a lot. I have a lot of things. And then I got Nomi not cleaning up all the knife rape on the planet. Not in the brains and the people's energies and their vibes, in their ability to access, the ability to pray for it all day long. Nomi being pedophile. Like if I was ever a pedophile in infinity, so it makes sure that I am never a pedophile, ever. So I don't know that I've cleaned that out for eternity yet, so I need to have cleaned it out. But I've cleaned out the knife rape for eternity. So that's where the knife rape mark comes in. So it's kind of like a form of karma time travel, but it's not, because you do so much work that counters the energy of the entire planet that it cancels out whatever you might have ever done in infinity. So, Nomi being a clown demon. So my clown demon is not like, ha 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 ha, stab. No, my clown demon is ha 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 ha, and then I get stabbed. Instead of being a fucking Wonder Woman, and then slitting the throat of the person coming after me. That's my clown demon. So it's me jumping onto the knife rape bomb and then getting slaughtered for 3 months. That's my clown demon. Is taking the hit. So if I can not be a clown demon anymore, then I'm taking the hit, but I'm not taking the hit. I'm slaughtering it. I'm slaughtering the people who come after me like that. Forever. Because they're sick and deluded and twisted and disgusting. This is me. Nomi being a demon. Quick. So this is just in case a quick demon comes and latches onto my brain and makes me think something stupid real fast. So if I make sure I don't have any of that quick demon energy, then I know for a fact no fucking quick demon can manipulate my mind. And to do it just takes a thought. One thought. Do you understand, Gryffindor? Like, you have to have the best boundaries ever. The Mayan lineage is disgusting, by the way. So these are the things like, so let's keep going. Nomi, not taking care of Hathor. Okay. Oh. Nomi, not taking care of the Ravenclaw kids. This one keeps on popping up. Nomi, not taking care of the 8th house kids. I might throw the 8th house kids like under the bus. Not like really, but like I don't have to take care of them because they're already under like Mother Awa's protection. But that's not true. Like they still need just as much like love and guidance and protection, even if they're part of like the tribe that gets to continue to exist on this planet. Nomi being cut off from my dragons. Another one. Nomi being cut off from Charlie ever. You know, when you're cut off from your dragons, it traumatizes them. Big time. Like Nomi being cut off from Mother Earth. So you can be really creative. Oh, Nomi not being octopus heart divergent. So this is where, like, if a demon sets you up in a trap of binary logic to manipulate you to do something icky or evil or enable that, you go octopus heart, and then you quickly get out of the demon's logic. So for the brick books, they end up looking like this. Boom. I'm not going to show you. You can read it like this. But it says, I am Kali Ren. And then you finish it off. Now, every single time I draw these little bubbles on the backs of the header. And each little bubble is a cobra acid ball. And what it does is it burns away any of the impurities that prevent you from being this. So it's a burn. And I do the cobra acid balls in between each brick or block. So for each book, it's like an inch of your DNA getting healed. If it's a half a pound, it's like another half a pound of your DNA getting healed. All right. Yoda Balls books. Well, this is a Gryffindor mandatory. Most of Gryffindor is writing brick books and Yoda Balls right now. We haven't even gotten into the Yoda Balls class yet, but we're going to very soon. Butter books. This is to butter people into Hufflepuff. You have to be a Gryffindor Nexa or higher to be writing butter books. Or a Ravenclaw, right? To be writing butter books to Ascendio people into Hufflepuff. There is a very strict grid on it. Sorry. This is why Jesus couldn't ascend a bunch of people in mass. Is like, he was a Slytherin that was just learning how to like kind of get to Tiferet. And you could tell because there was not a real Tiferet grid on the planet. It was all junk Slytherin. So the Tiferet, there was all the blades and Reaver stuff. That came through as the curse that came through after his crucifixion. So in the Butter book, it's like so I'm just starting. All archangels. Anybody who's an archangel. report to Kali Ren, 7th house assignment. They all have to do. Every single archangel has to do 7th house assignments. That's like Jedi stuff. That's what makes them archangels. There are rules to calling yourself something. So a Jedi assignment is something like, yeah, you starved to death on a beach for whales. And call it a bunch of shit at the expense of your life, sanity. Real hero things. Just to steal a planet from Slytherins and to humiliate Hollywood. So, hun, I'm on the video. And then we go, people like Archangel Kamael, male Archangel Kamael. So what I'm just doing is I'm putting them in the Ascension. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a giant egg around each of them. And in that egg, there are specific healings and gels. And then I'm going to create a schedule. So I'm going to show you that they're going to be buttered and scheduled daily on that level. I have more. I have the little butter books. These ones are for the kids too. So we have Melaine and Melaine's family. Because I'm hearing Melaine all the time in the astral planes and her Ravenclawness. So I'm not going to tell you everything about what I'm doing here in this butter book, but it's like I'm ascendioing her through the different Sephiroths in Kabbalah. And I'm buttering up each one. Each page is like, I do Netzach, and then I go healthy Haniel Netzach, and then buttercream. And then the next page is Tiferet, Hufflepuff, High Oak Cream, Butter, and then I write a schedule. So I'll either write the schedule on the page or I'll write, and then we'll do the Salvio Hexia stuff. And then we have Melaine, Hufflepuff, Grounded the next time. What else do I have? So these are this one's for the adults. Sometimes I do draw the DNA. So this is me trying to fix Elijah. Elijah as Sandalphon. So this is his 3-strand DNA. So this is actually where I so we do the healing DNA. We start with the 3-strand, and then we'll also draw the 5-strand. The adults right now that are being ascendioed need a 3-strand, and then they go into the 5-strand. The kids are so crystalline, they can go straight to 5-strand. It's pretty intense. And then all the different healing salves that go on to him. And then I do this DNA. So that's the bigger healing DNA. And then I do all his different layers through the tree and make sure he has a healthy ascension via the butter book. So this is more like the layered butter book. So I have Elijah through Hode, Elijah through Netzach. Him in Netzach is going straight into Gryffindor. Haniel Netzach through Hufflepuff. Grounded Hufflepuff. So I'm so busy. I haven't even done everything that I need to do to make sure he doesn't go insane through a planet ascension. So we do this with the people we know. I know a couple girls that will be ascending from my childhood, and I know they are not good or healed right now. And so I need to set it up, like Chelsea Wheeler. So I have her set up, and I know she needs a lot of the water elements. So I'm putting the water element in, okay, to each egg. So sometimes you're going to get the signs or of what they need added. She needs connection to spirit and the water element. And then I have a page for each, like Yesod. So I'm constantly doing this to make sure that these people are sanely grounded, get a proper Kabbalah tree ascension through this protocol. The bigger ones this kind of anchors the process, and then we can write that process into these people, which makes it even better. So you can layer your teachings. I have a butter book for teachers and masters. So like the first person on this is Elaine Harvey. So this is her first one. So I have the Salviohexia honeycomb goo. We've got the good DNA coming through. This is a healing for her knee. This is another Salviohexia extra for her hip. And then on this, we have 9 to 5 daily on the hour, AM through PM. And so we have all the different goos and healings set up. And on the back, I'm starting to draw out the 5-strand DNA on for Elaine. And then we've got make sure healing body daily, healthy earth, healthy water, healthy air. So we create love and make sure that they have a healthy foundation for a proper ascension. Forever. Okay, so then we have Kelly. I haven't gotten to Kelly's yet. Kelly needs to tell me what she wants, but I can attune. Here's the Tara. So I know I put Tara's cat like K-A-T, but I have a healing for Christine and for her cat, and then I have a healing for Christine that is like on the hour daily. What does it say? Every morning at 8 a.m., every afternoon, 1 p.m. I think that's what the cat asked for. And then here's every hour, every day for her. And then I haven't done the back yet, but I'm going to draw it. So like you're going to be really creative. It might get really dogmatic or like redundant because it might be the same for like almost everybody, but just know that when you do it, you're anchoring in their butter book. When you write it down, it's like, yeah, you can't take what you wrote down back because it's solid. So, and that's why we keep them together in stacks, and then it's like our love. So that's purely for healing schedules, magics. The butter books are really good. Download. Now the coconut oil books. This is the sad people. These are the people that are going to be buttered for Muggle every day. Because they're assholes. Here's another Yoda Balls book. This is for the higher magic Yoda Balls. Because it's like, it just is going to cut through all the crap real fast. This is going to be Hogwarts. This times 30. 30 books of these. It's going to be the dimension system for Hogwarts. This is Hogwarts rules and regulations and structures, the brown books. I know Stacy's already on. She got the brown books, so she's not downloading all the material yet. Some of you guys have like dragon books. This is mine. This is Gracie. So each of your dragon books belong to like you and the dragon. So they have special magic for you or for the world. So never like sometimes like somebody might have one that's just a tree, but it's the color of their dragon, and or like another design, but it's the color of their dragon, and like it's your dragon book. Okay. Anything else on the books? I think I'm glad we're gonna just go under the butter books real quick. I don't think there's much more to show about the different butter books. I have another book, the universe system, because we have to clean out all the traps for the different ascension people. So, like, for people ascendioing into Gryffindor and ascendioing into Ravenclaw, they get attacked by Slytherins because they're going into higher spaces. And it's, like, literally just to say, fuck you. And it's pretty gross. The Hufflepuffs have less, but it's still there. So, it's also because the Slytherins thought we were just going to ascend into Hufflepuff. They literally didn't. They didn't think a Gryffindor would come to the planet. They thought that this was going to be all love and light, and everybody could just fuck around all day, which is just Slytherin. So they didn't get the memo. Gryffindors are the least lazy people on Earth, by the way. And Ravenclaw's mentally not lazy at all. They might be a little lazy physically, but not that much. Laziness is a vice, it's a sin, and it's a sign of demon. So everybody's going to get a real big wake-up call coming up soon about how fucking lazy they all are. Ascension Protocol. We are sending this planet into Hufflepuff and higher. Period. Netsoc is officially closed. It is only open to people with absolutely approved Hufflepuff Nexa tickets for them to pass through or have passed through the Hufflepuff Nexa ticket to go and rot. Get into Netsoc and then ascend into Hufflepuff. That is it. It is not to sit there and do magic all day long and jerk off and make money. Zero. It is not for money-grubbing trolls. It is not for people who want fame. It is for people who are going to be Christ or higher. That is it. People who are willing to sacrifice their lives for a dragon, an imaginary dragon. Physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. It is not for narcissists. It is not for people who make romance blessings and make $5,000. It is not for people who treat their apprentices like shit all day long. It is for people who are going to be 100% of service to God. When you hit Gryffindor, that's like renunciate. That is drill sergeant renunciate level. That is asceticism at its highest. You might be starving for 4 months. You might be backpacking. You might be doing burn. Karma, burn some more. Oh crap, I'm getting lazy. Burn, more burn. If that's Hufflepuff, man, Gryffindor's 5 million times harder. You guys are fat and lazy. Just know that. Ravenclaw has to go through Gryffindor training. That is the rule. They don't have to give it, though. And they don't have to do the Gryffindor work. They just have to go through the training, the initial few months of training, and get the Gryffindor energy and the knife raber marks. Or not angel marks. We're calling them angel marks. We're going to figure out how to do it physically, where people can't, fake it. But it's legit. Nobody wants anybody in the higher realms when you have the possibility, just the possibility of praying for knife rape. 0. Because you're a psychopath. Or somebody who gets jealous really easy. Or somebody who looks at a pretty girl and goes, oh. Just that hint of lust is gone. 0. So all of it, it's like severed. There's a reason why Gaebra is the house of severity. So you have to pass it to get through Ravenclaw. You can go the path of the hermit, but we're still putting the same teachings on that path. So you're not going to trick the system, you know? What else? What did we want? Stacey Eckert is the official head of house for the 5th house. I am the head of house for Gryffindor. Kellyanne is the head of house for Ravenclaw. Elaine Harvey is the head of house for the 6th house. That's this weird secret house for CIA people. Not like CIA people that are like CIA, but like ninjas that take shit and make it into heaven, like Buffy. So they'll be tough kids that might get beat up a lot, but they're undercover a lot of the time. So she will be the head of that house. Melissa Elza will be the head, the permanent secretary. We're calling it the Secretary of Human Development. Is that what we're calling it? It's in the British ministry system. There's a permanent secretary that sits in the ministry house, where a prime minister will come in and out, but the permanent secretary stays. So that is going to be Melissa Elza's position as the head of HR. So anybody who has a problem for Infinity can go straight to her. That's her role in life. I've never seen somebody so qualified and so humble about just being an HR representative in my life. When I tried to get her to go for the stars, she goes, I like my job in HR. That deserves it. I've seen her do nothing but love and try to be a representative of fairness and humanity and humility for everyone. So that position goes to her. That Tara can sit in Gryffindor with me and punch everybody. Punch. Or she can do whatever the fuck she wants to do because she's just a genius. All right. So I will not be building the Ravenclaw curriculum. I will build a sub-curriculum, throw it to the Ravenclaws, and then they will build the Ravenclaw program over the course of 6 years. It will be brilliant. I will sit in Gryffindor and build the Gryffindor program for Infinity, because that's my job. I am a cunt. That is the position of Gryffindor. I am not nice. Nice is not the position of Gryffindor. Boundaries is the position of Gryffindor. That is it. Ascension Protocol. The 5th house is for prefects. So all the people who are leaders and caretakers of this entire magical system internationally. This will be an international system, and Stacey is going to be the head of the 5th house program. Every prefect is going to have to be trained, so Stacey has to be trained in every single house and understand every single head of house. Stacey is going to have to do a lot of work, and we're doing it already. Right now we are in the current cooking process of the Hufflepuffs, of the first few batches. I want to call it the first batch, really. But it's the first few batches. The 6th house belongs to Elaine. She can do with it whatever she wants. There are not really so many rules in the 6th house. Really, it's like she's there to counsel and guide and be available. Like she was on my hunger strike. Like nobody else was on my hunger strike. Ever. The 7th house. I am also the current head of the 7th house. Me and Lucifer. You want to do 7th house work? You're going to report to me and Lucifer. Period. Yoda, Lucifer. That ain't easy. That's archangel level. The 6th house can go dark. They shouldn't, but they have been known to. This creates Siths instead of Jedis. The Jedis are the 7th house. A 6th house, when going dark, looks like Kylo fucking Ren. He was supposed to be a Buffy, to kill the low energy. And instead, he spends most of his time stabbing Rey, then killing Voldemort. What a waste of fucking time and energy. 1,000 kids just got raped because Kylo Ren had to stab Rey instead of the fucking assholes who are raping children. You guys are not good people. So the 6th house needs to remain the 6th house instead of the Sith. Siths aren't allowed on the planet. That's Slytherin. So, Netzach is closed off to Hollywood. Hollywood is kind of in the unforgivable section. They have the ability to get a 5th, 6th, and 7th house assignment to redeem themselves and ascend the tree of life. Unless I give them an official Nexa ticket into Hufflepuff. They will have to complete an actual Jedi assignment. Fuck all of them. So, they all sold their souls to Lucifer. They will be reporting to Lucifer as a Jedi. Completely obedient forever. That's karma. The 8th house. There's only one person, other than myself, in the 8th house right now. Her name is Sandy Morin. She is not a witch. She does nothing but like love and be cool. She's so cool that the planet wants to keep her around. You want to get an 8th house Nexa. You would want to die to get an 8th house Nexa. So it doesn't matter if you get into Hufflepuff. If you don't have an 8th house Nexa, the planet ain't reincarnating you. And I am building me and Mother Andromeda are building an intergalactic 8th house Nexa system. So you ain't reincarnating on any planet. This life is what matters. The 9th house. No, the 9th house is not for ophonemes. And the 8th house is not for aurors. The 9th house. We don't even talk about the 9th house. There are like 3 people. What's the point? Almost 0 people have 8th house permissions. So that's the Ascension. Welcome to hell. It's going to be backbreaking work all day long. Kali Ren out.